Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy DiamondBack back here again with a new video. I know it has been a couple weeks. I had some family come over and they were here for like 3 weeks, but now they're gone. So we're back onto the normal upload schedule. Today, I am bringing you guys a video about Vitaly and Jamari's take on him getting arrested. I hope y'all enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Vitaly just lost everything. Yeah, I heard this dude got arrested online. Shit sounds crazy.
So years ago, Vitaly, who found himself at the top of the mountain.
Should I sit back with you?
What in the world? Hey, yo.
She fell down the stairs. I mean, I kind of pushed her, to be honest.
Abuse Riz? Abuse Riz? I've never watched this guy's older videos, so I didn't know what was happening. Run that shit back.
My wife was pregnant and she fell down the stairs.
I am pregnant? Nah, bro. Nah.
I mean, I kind of pushed her, to be honest.
Abuse Riz is fucking crazy. Right out on the pitch.
Getting hundreds of millions of views,
Yeah.
starring in his own movie, and raking in millions of dollars. Now after a while, the genre would cannibalize itself.
All these other YouTube pranksters that you see, they're all fake. And let me tell you a little bit about these. Number one, FouseyTube. FouseyTube, you're the biggest bitch on YouTube. You're a crybaby. You got.
Wasn't he just making a video, FouseyTube? Did something happen? Like, what?
99% pranks are fake. Yeah, because 1% real is me.
The internet would move on, and Vitaly would ruin his public image in a variety of ways. With the most damning being a criminal offense where he attacked this random woman who was out jogging in public, striking her in the head multiple times, and leaving her with
What?
injuries so severe that I cannot show her image in this video.
What? And y'all let this dude come back? Dude fully assaulted a random woman jogging, and y'all let him come back on the platform and have a platform? Damn, I don't watch this guy, so I couldn't tell you.
Random jogger female. He came to her, tried to give her a hug. She refused, and then he started punching.
Now after that, Vitaly
Okay,
would
so
disappear for
he tried to give her a hug, and she refused, and he punched her. Like, what the hell, bro?
a couple of years from the internet, but he
Damn.
would later return as an IRL streamer. At first doing his usual thing, harassing people out in public.
Can I see you? Can I see you? Get the f*** out of here.
But over time, he would turn into one of many vigilante catchers. Although he did this in a very unprofessional way, often beating or humiliating these people for online brownie points, which would of course result in botched operation after botched operation, to where these nasty guys could walk away without facing any sort of legal
Exactly, bro.
justice.
The way Jadion does his pred catches is the way it's supposed to be done. Getting the cops involved and getting them arrested and charged. Not going around and beating them up. Because they're still walking around in the street after that.
Many people to question Vitaly's true motives. Like even the police themselves criticized the stupid ways that he was
Like, even,
being
like,
involved.
okay. Even though it's a pred catch, they're probably not going to report you. If you injure them enough, you can be charged, too, for doing that. So, I don't know why these guys go around, beat them up, and then bounce, bro. Because next thing you know, one guy has like one guy gets punched in the head, gets a brain bleed, and he's dead. Then all that shit falls on you, you know?
For the sake of his own content.
Is that a crock?
Now,
Like, is that
regardless of
what
his
is that, bro?
Many people still felt that what he was doing was a net positive for society, and so he began to regain public favor online
Exactly.
for around the last year. But now Vitaly has gotten himself into a Johnny Somali type of situation, going overseas to
Johnny Smalley is the worst human being on the planet currently. I mean, or at least worst streamer. I can't say worst human being. Worst streamer. Like, I don't know how this guy has any sort of platform, bro. I'm pretty sure he's also, like, got indicted in a different country, too.
the Philippines, and potentially ruining what was left of his career and his reputation. So essentially, Vitaly was going out in public harassing random unassuming people. This was one of
Okay.
the clips that really went viral.
I'm gonna fucking rob you.
Huh?
You keep walking away. I wanna give you money. No, okay. Okay, because you got a COVID mask, you liberal.
Bruh. I'm just trying to give you money. Like, is he on crack in this clip?
Wait. I wanna give you money. No, okay. Okay, because you got a COVID mask, you liberal.
And then he said liberal. But, like, this is Asia we're talking about. Masks have been a part of their thing even before COVID. You know, like they will wear masks when they're sick. They will wear masks when a family member or someone they know is sick, just in case they caught it. They don't want to pass it on. Wearing a mask in Asian culture is pretty normal, even before COVID and after COVID. There's nothing to do with liberalism or nothing like that. So I don't understand what kind of take this is.
Go get your vaccine. Trying to give you money, but alright.
And you guys will see this kind of becomes a running theme throughout the video. Vitaly thinks that just because maybe he gives out some money or does some good deeds, that in turn he can just act however he wants. He can threaten people
That's
out in
crazy,
public.
yo.
He can mess with random police officers. He can steal things from malls. He can drive recklessly through the streets. When obviously, just because you do some good deeds, it doesn't mean you can just be a total asshat for the rest of your life. Here, I just wanted to show you guys more clips of him harassing people out in public, including several police officers.
Can I shove this up your booty?
Wow.
What? Bro, like in America, they wouldn't. As soon as he heard that, bro, he would have snatched that camera with him. Like, I don't know why, man, them are just trying this in different countries, bro. Like, they're ruining it for the rest of us. If we ever want to go and create content in a different country, people are always gonna be looking at us in a bad light because of people like this, bro. Like, this is why we can't have nice things, bro.
Is that okay or no? Okay.
And then he hops on his bike.
He's not chasing me, boss. I want you to chase me.
So as you guys can see, the authorities over in the Philippines seem to be a lot more reserved than what we have here in America.
Exactly, bro. Like, if he tried this in America, he's ending up in a jail cell. Like, that ass, bro. I mean, he did technically end up in a jail cell. This is why we can't have nice things, bro. Like, look at him, bro. Look. Like, who thinks this is funny?
What is that?
So yeah, basically this guy is just pushing 40 years old, making a complete ass of himself out in public.
Can I
Exactly.
give you a kiss? No, I have a question for you. I'm the new general in town, motherfuckers.
Another running theme here seems to be that he thinks that he can treat
This
the
is like
authorities
secondhand
over in the
embarrassment right now
Philippines
for
with the
the human
utmost
race, bro.
disrespect.
This much, I'm a homosexual.
And to me, it's just like, at what point does your brain mature past the age of like 12 years old? Like, how long is he gonna do this same bit that he's been doing for well over a decade and still get his jollies out of it?
I told you, Vitaly's back. Real king.
And here in this next clip is when one of the alleged crimes occurs, as Vitaly appears to steal this LED mask right from the mall.
Shangri? Shangri. They won't recognize me. They're gonna call more security with that one. I look like a different person. They're gonna call security because you got that.
And it's almost like he's getting a kick out of the fact that he's breaking more and more
Bro, this is
laws.
giving me a
He's also
goddamn
being a
headache, bro.
complete
Like,
idiot,
what the hell was
showing
that, bro?
Johnny
Like, this dude just
footsteps
stealing
and live streaming
people's
the
shit, bro?
entire thing.
Okay.
Literally incriminating himself
Like,
and giving the authorities their
He's literally wearing it, too. Like, I can't, bro.
No, yeah.
Like, yo!
And I just truly have to wonder, who sits at home for hours on end and actually enjoys digesting this type of content?
Exactly, bro. Like, you have to be a freak to watch this guy, bro.
Raised by this type of idiot.
Things are gonna have that. I'm gonna get arrested, oh no! Oh no, mommy! Oh no, mommy! I'm gonna get arrested! What?
And honestly, for Vitaly, that would not age well at all.
Jesus Christ.
That's my only fan left in the chat. I buy this from the store.
Shangri-La po ito. Saan po yung Shangri-La?
Dadali pa sa araw mo, sir?
Here, film it from yourself. Let me see.
Oh my God, so many laws have been broken today.
Really, Nick?
As it turns out, his buddy there was absolutely correct. Here's just a bonus clip of him driving recklessly through the streets of the Philippines. So the idiot is kind of just running around, racking up charge after charge.
Like, what the hell,
Obviously,
bro?
The people of the Philippines were not happy after all this started going viral. They even started this petition. Never seen such arrogance. Russian YouTuber Vitaly came to Wii Sports, disrespected our local staff, refused a safety helmet, then ran away, and told his livestream followers to destroy our business with fake reviews to 1 star.
No, I'm gonna make a lesson out of him because I was nice to him. He lost. That's his. Are you sure that's his? I don't want to destroy someone's business. That's
Yeah,
it.
this is crazy.
Wii Sports, go leave a Yelp review. 1 star.
They say they have video proof of everything, but that they are unfortunately getting review bombed, saying that it's not only pathetic, but illegal, disgusting, and this person should really get taught a lesson, which obviously I completely agree with. And so on the actual petition, it's been signed by around 3,100 people.
Yeah,
This is all in
yo,
depth
find this petition, run this shit up, bro.
effort to ban
Get
Vitaly
him.
from pretty much all social media. They say Vitaly
Just
verbally
ban him
assaulted
from the
a
country,
new
bro.
instructor with vulgar, sexually degrading
Deport his
remarks.
ass.
So Nini's position is always in this area.
Yeah. Oh, you want me on my knees? I like this.
Nini's position.
Bruh.
You want me to like ride you like a reverse?
Like, bro, if you see me ever doing this type of shit in my future, bro, cancel me right then and there. Like, I could never hop on camera and just be a menace to society for likes, views, and attention, bro. Like, I couldn't, bro. I couldn't bring myself to ever be like this.
Cowgirl. Okay.
Like, there's obviously some funny content. There's obviously gonna be some trolling, maybe some pranks. But, like, this dude is just being an absolute fool, bro.
This kind of person.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Oh, yeah, I teach you.
Prof, it's okay. Prof, if we're already there, we're gonna be practicing in 5 minutes to understand how to take off the boards.
And it's funny because their evidence is literally just his own live stream.
Exactly.
So yeah, now they basically are requesting him to be banned on all socials, and they essentially want to ban and blacklist him from re-entering the Philippines, calling him a threat to public dignity and safety. And my guy down here actually had 2 video replies that I absolutely loved.
People like Vitaly need to be banned. What an idiot.
Exactly, bro.
And I
Said
gotta say, while
everything
that
you
message
needed to
was
say.
short, it was also very wise from our buddy here. And this other American Voyager content creator would actually show up to confront Vitaly about his behavior.
Why is
I'm asking you, why even make that content? Genuinely.
Because
like I'm speaking up for a large majority of people.
Do whatever I want. What are you gonna follow me?
I'm not gonna follow you.
Yo, I
I'm
swear to
trying
God,
to
bro.
have a conversation.
Hey, I don't want to have a conversation. I don't want to have a
Exactly, bro.
conversation.
Like, yo, this guy's a real one, bro.
Conversation with reality. You
You want to have a conversation with What have you done in your life that's positive, bro? What have you
I've
done?
done a lot.
Show me proof.
I'm not a lolcow online fucking with people.
Oh, so you came to press me, yeah?
No, I
Yeah,
came to
you
have
came.
a genuine conversation.
And your genuine conversation, what? I'm telling you exactly what's going on.
And so it's kind of just the same sentiment that people had for Johnny Somali, like, hey,
Exactly.
you're coming here and acting like a total asshole, and you're going to end up setting this precedent for all the other live streamers that are trying to actually, like, be good and show the better parts of these different countries and their culture. Now they're going to start putting us all into this really bad pigeonhole.
And what do I do?
Exactly,
What do I
man.
do?
I watch
Holy.
these streams, you're a piece of shit. And I came here to say that to everybody. You're a literal piece of shit.
Perfect, amazing. Jesus loves you too. Go. Don't before I knock you.
You're not gonna knock me out.
Oh yeah? What are you gonna do?
I guarantee you're not gonna knock
Yo,
me
back off.
out. Yeah.
Oh, what are you gonna do about it?
And I love how he goes from sarcastically saying, oh, Jesus loves you too, to now, like, I'm going to knock you out in the span
Exactly,
of about
bro.
5 seconds.
Hey,
You don't have
Chief.
security either. I'm literally just as big as you.
Okay,
You
cool.
don't need to solve shit with violence, bro. Words are
I'm trying to walk away from you and you're trying to follow me, so you're harassing
I'm
me.
calling you out for being a piece of shit.
Okay, I am a piece of shit. Congratulations.
Come here
Jesus.
and you f***ing.
Okay, what are you gonna do about it?
I'm not gonna do nothing.
So stop following me.
I'm here speaking for the Filipino people.
Yeah.
When I say you're not gonna come here and the locals for views.
So yeah, big shout out to this guy. For
Yeah,
going
bro.
out and
This is
standing
a
up to
W
us,
mans
supporting
right here,
other
bro.
people, and
W
in the
mans.
name of all the people with sense on the internet, I would also be including his channel in the description down below. And this is where we see
Exactly.
Vitaly actually face the consequences.
Yo,
for
go
his
like up
actions.
his video for
Russian
sure,
YouTuber
bro.
Vitaly, who harassed and disrespected Filipinos while filming at Bonifacio Global City, was caught by police officers in front of a hotel along Seaside Boulevard in Pasay City. And as you guys can see, even in his mugshot, this guy shows absolutely no remorse. He has this big old smirk on his face. And it's pretty clear at this point that Vitaly just sees himself as some sort of untouchable figure. Like, even when they brought him into the actual police station, the guy does not seem to be taking it very seriously.
Good evening. Okay, here's your Miranda rights. Okay, sir. You have the right to remain silent.
So they read him his Miranda rights while he continues to smirk and even make kissy faces at the camera. It's obvious that he
Yeah,
thinks
bro.
this entire thing is kind of just a big joke, and he likely thinks that maybe he will just get deported at this point, and that they'll essentially just want to make this someone else's problem. Then they would actually hold a public press conference for Vitaly. In a lot of ways, I think they're trying to more or less make an example out of him. Today, Vitaly was dragged out
Yeah.
in cuffs for a public press conference in the Philippines after his arrest on multiple criminal counts. This will absolutely disincentivize nuisance streamers. Huge W in fighting these criminals.
Yes, 100%.
Other nations take note. Philippines did it right. And this account claims that the charges he was arrested on include unjust vexation, which essentially seems like disturbing the peace here in America. They say he was also arrested for alarm and scandal and attempted theft. And so even in the press conference, it was obvious that Vitaly was still not taking this very seriously. This man here in the front would essentially say that they plan to make an example out of Vitaly, that they plan to hold him there in the immigration detention facility, and that essentially they're not just going to deport him and in a lot of ways like kind of go light on him, and they're going to exercise all their power to make him go through hell and not just give him a pass with deportation.
Like 100%.
100%. He would continue with his antics, as he would give himself a small round of applause when they would play some of the clips of him harassing people out in public.
I can't. This guy started clapping.
And so obviously the guy has absolutely no respect for the Philippines nor their people. Like even just walking into the courtroom that day, it seemed like he tried to have like this Tate Brothers coded photo shoot where he does the infamous hand sign. And it's just beyond obvious that he's not taking this seriously at all. And to me, it almost seems like he thinks he's some sort of badass for going out in public and acting like a complete asshole. Breaking all these different laws and disrespecting all these different people.
This is just cringe as fuck,
like,
bro.
if anything, they should honestly put him behind bars for like 30 years, and the offense should be making so many people cringe. Even the tourism secretary over in the Philippines would have some choice words for Vitaly.
The Department of Tourism strongly condemns any abuse by any tourist. Our country is well known for its unparalleled hospitality. We fully support our law enforcement agencies, including the Bureau of Immigration, in ensuring that the offending tourist is able to be meted out with a concomitant penalty under the law and suffers the consequences of having mistreated Filipinos in the country.
So yeah, she essentially said in this case we're not going to fuck around, and basically we're going to set the precedent that we don't want this happening all the time. I mean, it is really Johnny Somali that kind of opened up this can of worms, where these IRL streamers think they can go to these foreign lands and kind of just treat people however they want, while also breaking the laws.
Nah, bro, they all need to get pressed and thrown in prison, bro.
And while it's nice to see some good old-fashioned civilian justice from time to time, seeing them face actual legal consequences in the country where they're actually harassing people is likely what it will take to detour more of these idiots from replicating this type of behavior. And so when this all went down, pretty much
this needs to stop with them, bro.
Unanimously agreed that
like, there's nothing wrong going to a different country, streaming and making content, but you don't need to harass the locals.
He's a good guy. It bothers me to see this happen to him after he made such a huge change for the better in his life. He stopped drinking, drugs, was catching really bad PDFs, and was growing fast on Kick. Then he was creating problems in the Philippines by being a nuisance streamer like Johnny Somali. And here's the kicker, because you know these guys can never take accountability. He says, I don't know whose idea this was at Kick. This was an awful move to put one of their top streamers in serious trouble. As if Vitaly is not a grown man who's almost 40 years old, running around himself making these idiotic decisions.
Exactly,
but no, let's blame
bro.
some random people at Kick.
Yeah, what the hell?
Mind to control this fucking body. This press conference proves it's obvious the Philippines is going to try to make an example of Vitaly, which is great. I hope Vitaly gets out and makes a U-turn in his content. He is talented and does not need to make problematic content like this to get views.
100%.
And honestly, guys, I had no problem with the
100%.
vigilante justice that he was bringing in America against the PDFs. But at some point, it almost seemed like it was more for the content or more for the got you moments than for these various people to actually be charged with a criminal offense. And so to me, it kind of defeats the purpose of the positive action. Like, this is yet another great example of that. This guy says, it's wild how all the media in the Philippines is highlighting the mistakes Vitaly made. My guy, it wasn't a mistake. It was straight up harassment. It was him straight up going out and being an absolute clown.
Exactly,
but ignoring
bro.
everything
Like, I mean,
he did while he was there. Nobody's perfect. Give the man some credit. He buys his little girl some shoes.
A little big? A little big or no?
He then goes and buys these two kids some cell phones.
She has a phone? So we'll buy 2 phones for them regular, yeah? So you can communicate.
And then, of course, he just does the classic where he straight up hands up.
I mean, it's good to do good things. Like, we'll always praise good things, but like, you can't do good things and then go and do some next horrible shit and things that just cancels each other out. Like this is crazy.
Without money to random people. I feel like oftentimes a lot of these guys who go around giving out money or buying things for people on camera, you know, all for the content, basically it seems like they feel like that's just going to exonerate them from all their other bad behavior. To me, it just kind of puts a blemish on everything positive that you're doing. But either way, we're going to have to see what happens with Vitaly. I don't know, this guy just has something very twisted in his head. Honestly, they shouldn't have let him come back after what he did to that woman. And at this point, to me, he's much worse than someone like Fusi, who obviously has had his fair share of idiotic moments.
Fusi's just crazy.
But yeah, with a lot
I mean, he ain't really out here harassing people, though.
Getting pretty old. I think it's time to get off the internet, or at least time to stop with these antics. But either way, y'all let me know what you guys think down below. Do you think that they're going to detain Vitaly over there for quite some time?
They better detain and hold his ass. Do not deport him. Let him serve time in prison down there, bro. They're not porting, bro, because there's more people just gonna be doing this. If they take it easy on him, that's gonna open up a can of worms for more people to come through and do the exact same thing in the future. Make an example out of him.
Do you think he'll end up being kind of scot-free of all of this?
This is crazy.
Comments, but as always, also want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy, the Tan Superman.
Yeah, for sure, liking
other
that.
Idiotic streamers out here need to be covered. So I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, man. Like, make an example. As I said, make an example out of him. Don't let other people come and do the same thing he's done. You can't just be a good person, hand out money, buy kids cell phones, buy kids shoes, and then go and harass the other, like, harass people for the rest of your time there. Like, you can't do a couple good things and then go commit some illegal, do some illegal shit, do some crimes and stuff like that. Like, it's just horrible.